Hey, what's happening? This is Quake by Tesla for another EV talk. Alright, so it's -5 right now, the 18th of January. Right, so there you go. I just did my 1 mile walk. I do it almost every day on my week off. So it's like a Kelly Clarkson song. Alright, so if it doesn't kill you, make you stronger, right? So I took a mile walk to Red Rock, and then warm up a bit, and then another mile to go back, right? So but I'm good. There's 2 cars stopped by to ask me if I need a ride, but I'm good. All right, so I just do it like a David Goggins type. All right, so let's go back to this EV talk. All right, for my X. And by the way, Tesla's down right now. I think it's went down to almost 210. All right, so good time to buy. Alrighty, I'm on my garage on my wife's Model 3, and it's a perfect example. All right, so let's talk about I don't know. I got a bunch of messages from my friends, and on my post on my Facebook Marketplace about Chicago, this one and that one. So oh my God, it's now let's talk about it. All right, so all right, as a Tesla owner, a rear wheel drive Model 3 2019, so it's an old one, so pretty much the same as what they got it in Chicago. I cannot say anything about them, all right, so because I don't have any control with them, the Chicago thing. But what I have control is our Model 3 and what we can do and what we do if we go on a trip. All right, so let's say, for example, right, so the last time we went to Chicago, we took the train and then rented a car and then went to friends and do all the touristy stuff and down, and then hop onto the train again to get back here in North Dakota. That's what we normally do, because I'm not gonna drive the, I don't know, almost 18-20 hour drive, right? So it's, I don't know, we choose not to do that, right? So we got a train station here, so we take trains. All right, but let's say we're going to Chicago on a Model 3, a rear wheel drive SR Plus, so limited range around 250-240. So let's say we're gonna drive there. So all right, so once we hit Chicago, most probably we're gonna get a hotel. And for us, I'm a Priceline guy, so I've been using Pricelines ever since. So I don't know you guys, but I'm normally get a hotel that there's a plug-in. The hotel may be a little bit expensive than regular one, but with the free juice that I'm gonna get, let's say I'm getting $20 worth of miles because it's free on a hotel. So that's what normally I go to. In the event that the hotels, it's rare that in big city they always got a hotel that a plug-in. But let's say there's no plug-in on a hotel. They always have a block heater thing, or like any 110. I'll take that too. I used that before, right? So I asked, and they said, you can use it. All right, so I get about, I don't know, overnight on our stay in a hotel, I get about, I don't know, 20 miles or 30 miles, or it depends on the weather. Still, it's free. All right, so there you go. So that's the night. So we get to Chicago, right? The next day, we're top up. Let's say we got 90%. So we're 90%. So and then we're gonna go around Chicago doing visiting this one, the bean, this one, the water, this one, going around eating all those, this one. Pretty much that's what we did. We go hop onto all those taco stand, the food trucks, and then went to a pizza place and that one, and then hit up some shopping and that one. So that's what we did. So right, on an electric car we could do that. If we got 200 miles, let's say 200 miles, 90%, we got 200 miles. We can do all of that. Yeah. And then I'm gonna let the car, the computer, guide me where to charge, because it's gonna tell me, right? So it's planning, right? So and what happened to Chicago is, let's say, Oak Brook or Oat Hills, something like that. That's one supercharger is down, and so I could check to the computer here, and then it's gonna tell me, right? So actually, when I checked it in the day that it's happening, that the news thing, I checked it. Out of the 31 superchargers in Chicago, I think 3 is down. All right, so it's 3 is down. Maybe it's I don't know, the weather, it's cold, or the electrical, or whatever. So I'm just gonna go to the next one, right? If it's 5 miles away, 10 miles away, it's doable. I just go there, right? So it's all I'm saying is, for me as a Tesla owner, it's really hard for me to drain the battery. It's really hard. I might need to ignore a bunch of warnings, and I might need to ignore a bunch of my judgment to drain the battery. So that's all I can say. So those Chicago people, I'm really sorry it happened to you, but it's just planning, proper planning, and looking at the warnings. Yeah, that's all. Like I said, it's really hard. It's really hard for me to drain this one. Yeah, it's like on a, let's say, for example, on an internal combustion car, all right? So you're driving a RAV4, all right, so a CRV, and you're already a quarter tank. You only got a quarter tank, and you pass by a gasoline stations. Are you gonna ignore it? Say, it's negative 30 right now, negative 20. I got a quarter tank. There's a gasoline station, right? So a normal person, we're just gonna go and top it up. Same thing with a Tesla, right? So I'm not gonna go to like I said, I'm just talking on my experience, right? So every time we go on a trip, we start the day topped up on the hotel. If not, let's say the last time we went to Minnesota, we took the train too. So I got a Tesla. We got a rental car there. So the hotel doesn't have it, or I don't know, maybe I forgot about it. But I'm confident because there's Minnesota, there's a ton of supercharger too. So I said, all right. So the next day morning, we're gonna go to a Target, and I know they got supercharger in Target, so we went there. And also, all right, so to those new owners, and from what I heard in the Chicago news, a lot of the Tesla drivers, they don't actually own the cars. They're just renting it out for ride sharing. So if you're going to a supercharger, might as well tell your computer, your car, that you're going to a supercharger, because if it's gonna precondition the battery to accept charge. Just like, hey, when you navigate, when you tell it navigate to nearest supercharger, it's gonna pop up, and then you're gonna select which one you want. All right, this one, that one, closest to where you're going, and then click on it, and then pretty much that's it. The car's gonna do itself. It's gonna preheat the battery to accept charge, because if it's really cold, it's not. The same thing with internal combustion car, right? So you see those people right next to each other jumping the other car. If the 12-volt battery is super gelled up, and it's not gonna accept it. So it may run, but it's still gonna die. So you need to warm the battery first. So I hope it's all right. So it's just planning. Alrighty, so it's kind of long now. It's almost 10 minutes. Alrighty, my name is Quake, and this is Quake by Tesla, and I hope I cleared a little bit of the Chicago thing through my example. Alrighty, so better planning, and then learn the car. Alrighty, I'm out here. Let's do this thing tomorrow.